The Women's Professional Rodeo Association Star Celebration is held here at the South Point Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. They honor the top 15 barrel racers in the world and recognize many others who help make the WPRA what it is. I was able to catch up with a few of them.
Well, this is the Leonora Reimers Heritage Award, and it's for somebody that's contributed over the years to the WPRA. You know, my involvement with the Women's Pro Rodeo Association goes back 40 years next year. I started out just helping them in publicity and marketing, and then became vice president and served for 16 years. And since then, I've continued to be involved. So, you know, you don't do that to be recognized. You do it to help the sport and to help the barrel racers. And one of the biggest things I'm most proud of is serving alongside Jimmy Monroe when we asked for equal money for barrel racers. So I'm proud to receive this award, but I didn't set out to achieve it. I set out to help the barrel racers.
You know, I'm not fortunate enough to just get finished horses, so it's taken me a little bit to do this, and I didn't want to buy my card until I knew that I had something that was good enough to stand up and be something. And so I'm 26, and so it's taken me a little bit. But I knew from the start when I got Smash that he was going to be something phenomenal. And I really didn't know that it was going to happen this fast. But I thought I wanted to win Rookie of the Year. That was a goal of mine for forever. And so to win that, but in the same year make the NFR is just incredible. I have no words almost for it.
Martha Josie, you and RE are receiving the Family Heritage Award. Tiani Schuster, #1 in the WPRA World Standings, getting to start the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo, go for a gold buckle. So it's a pleasure to get to talk to both of you. Martha, you and your husband have done so much for the sport of barrel racing and continue to do so much. Talk a little bit about the experiences that you've had throughout your career in barrel racing. I know you've had some special horses for sure.
Well, I've been lucky enough to get to go to the NFR in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. And I wish I was back with Gianni at this one because, you know, we love fast horses and pretty girls.
That's a compliment, huh? That would be a lot of fun. Can you imagine?
Well, it's just such a blessing. You know, me and Martha, we're neighbors, and I don't see her much, you know, here very often because we're on the road so much. But, you know, I won't lie, I kind of got into her closet a little bit, so we'll see what goes down the alley this week. So keep your eyes open.
Can you give us any hints, Martha?
Well, she's going to look good.
Being dressed by you, that's a
You know, I used to always say if you come out of the arena and you didn't do good, you can sure look good, but she's going to do both. She's going to look good and do good.
Another thing you both have in common, in addition to fashion, is great horses. Tell us how many you brought and what horse you plan to start out on.
Well, I brought 5, but there's 3 mainly to run. We brought JSYK, I'm Famous, and that's the horse that I rode most of the winter, and he'll be the one I'm starting on. He's really tough in the indoor arenas. Showmance will be the second string horse. He feels good. He's on top of his game. He's just not as sharp in these indoors. He's a little more lookier, so when he makes a mistake, he has more time to make it up in those outdoor pens. And then we brought Firin for Jack. He's not as fast as those other 2, but he's just solid and consistent. And he won't win it, but he won't lose it. So for the average, if anything goes wrong, he's just a nice, solid horse, and he'll be there for me. The other 2 horses I brought are Bahama Bully. If somebody might need a horse, you know, he's there. Martha, she's rode Bahama Bully, and she did well on him at the Marshall Pro Rodeo. And then we brought Heath Boucher's stud, Willie B. Firewater. I'll be riding him in the Grand Entry. And, I mean, who knows? If I need to get on him, he's probably the fastest of all the horses and the most talented. He's won go-rounds at the AQHA World Show and at the Congress. So I'm not saying he's not a possibility, but he might be the sleeping stinger of the bunch.
Something special that the top 15 WPRA barrel racers are doing this year is called Tags of Honor.
Hi, I'm Stevie Hillman here along with Kathy Grimes, and the top 15 here, we're just representing some fallen soldiers. They've chose 15 for us to run for. We're just so happy and honored to represent them and their families. So we will ride with the dog tags with their names. It's just a little piece that we can give back, and we're so happy to be able to do that.
It's a real honor to be part of this program, and I'm excited that I get to send a horseshoe from the NFR back to the family.
From the WPRA Star Celebration, I'm Amy Wilson for RFD-TV and the Cowboy Channel.